I'm Audrey Chisholm with Chisholm Law Firm. We help companies and individuals start and grow nonprofits that impact the world. A question I'm often asked is, once I start my nonprofit, what filings do I need to make sure I do every year to make sure my nonprofit stays out of legal trouble? When I first started my nonprofit, I had the same question. I consulted with an attorney to find out what annual filings I needed to make sure my nonprofit was in good standing with the IRS. I didn't know that I actually needed to speak with an attorney that specialized in nonprofit law. Instead, the attorney I spoke to focused on real estate law and said that he did nonprofits on the side. That was definitely the first red flag. But he told me that I didn't need to do a certain annual filing. And I took his advice and ended up getting a notice from the IRS that my nonprofit had lost its tax-exempt status. The IRS had changed the filing requirements for nonprofits. And since that attorney didn't specialize in nonprofit law, he didn't even know the laws had changed when he gave me that bad advice. So here are the top 4 things you need to file each year to keep your nonprofit in good standing. Number 1, your nonprofit tax return. On the federal level, the most important thing to remember is that you'll be responsible for filing an annual nonprofit tax return with the IRS every year. The due date for this filing will depend on your nonprofit's specific accounting period. You must file it by the 15th day of the 5th month after the end of your organization's accounting period. There are different types of this tax return based on the revenue of your nonprofit. For example, if your nonprofit earns income that has nothing to do with your exempt purposes, you'll need to pay taxes on that income just like any other business. For this income, you would be required to file a Form 990-T with the IRS. But please know that if you do not file for 3 years in a row, they can take away your tax-exempt status. The next thing you'll need to file each year on the state level is an annual report. Some states have different names for it, but generally speaking, your annual report is the filing you'll need to submit to your state's Division of Corporations. The purpose of this report is to renew your nonprofit registration within the state. This filing is also important because you can run up a large bill in late fees and even lose your right to run your nonprofit in your state if you forget to file it or if you do it incorrectly. In addition to your federal tax-exempt status, some states require that you apply for a state-level tax exemption. There's typically no fee to apply, but you may have to renew it each year depending on your state. Number 4, your fundraising registration or state solicitation license. Many states require that you register in their state before you start asking for donations. Unfortunately, there isn't a national registry as of the date of this recording, so you have to register in each state individually. In summary, those are the 4 top annual filings that you'll need to do each year to make sure your nonprofit stays in good standing. Chisholm Law Firm offers a nonprofit protection plan, which is a yearly membership where we handle the filings for your nonprofit. This gives you the peace of mind of knowing that you haven't forgotten anything and that you're doing things based on the latest laws, which are constantly changing. If you need help with your nonprofit annual filings, Chisholm Law Firm has helped thousands of companies and individuals start and grow nonprofits that impact the world. Give us a call at the number on your screen or schedule a free consultation online. And remember, it shouldn't be this hard to be a superhero.